Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and this is going to be my review for School DxD Season 4 Episode 0. And if you're wondering, when am I going to put the Season 3 OVA? I'll put it up, don't worry. I just want to get this out first. If I don't put it up today, I'll put it out tomorrow. So, this episode is actually just essentially what happened with, once they saved Ostia, of course. And essentially it went a little bit different than in the actual Season 3, because apparently that was just a big mess of non-canon stuff, from what someone told me. Because apparently it was supposed to go different. Loki, the whole Loki thing was supposed to happen at the end. And the whole curse thing was just an anime thing, so it wasn't in the light novel. But they were supposed to have a rating game. We were supposed to be able to see that. And then the whole Theodora thing was supposed to happen. But yeah, the Season 4 has more different animations, and the characters look slightly different. Slightly. The only real difference that I saw was Volley, because in the Season 3 he has gray eyes. In this he's got gold eyes. I don't know why. Oh, and Serzex's kid, the little boy, he in the Season 3, he had bluish eyes like his father, and now he's got brown eyes, I'm assuming like his mother. So that's a little change to that. But other than that, it's about the same, to be completely honest. I think Kiva's hair is about the same color. I think it's all about the same. That's the only real difference that I've seen so far. But anyway, Issei is broken and ends up going Juggernaut form. And they bring, Volley brings Ostia back, thankfully. And here comes the difference. Instead of Rias, going over and getting, hurt and all that, and Volley having to fly over and use his abilities against him. I don't remember exactly if he had to go and shrink him first before they did this, but they apparently thought that music would be able to calm the dragon down, and they were like, but what music are they talking about? Irina flies over and has some kind of music amplifier thingy, something. I think it's like a karaoke machine combined with an amplifier. And apparently, before this episode, they had shot the recording for the whole kids show thing, where Issa had to go in and do that little song thingy. They played that recording on loop. And you can see Issei is kind of freaking out, embarrassed and all this, because it's just, you can tell he's embarrassed. And, or maybe it's Dreg that's embarrassed, I don't know, but it definitely looks like he's embarrassed. And they think that essentially if he's able to squeeze Rias's chest, usually he gains power from that, but this time might help him come back to his senses and calm down and go back to normal. And at first Ria's kind of like, do I really want to do this? But then she goes over and takes essentially strips from the waist up and lets him squeeze it, and he does, and he goes back to normal. But then he wakes up and he sees Ostia. He's obviously, I thought he was going to actually get to hug her this time, but no, Sonovia just jumps in and knocks him away and then starts hugging her. But yeah, then they show Big D and Orpheus as well. And they end up having the three-legged race in this episode. And Ostia and Issei end up winning, thankfully. But Issei is still kind of trying to recover from, using that form, because it took his life. It essentially depleted his life force a bit. And apparently there's a way to get it back. And Rias tells Asya to go on and take him back behind the gym where she can heal him because he's still, like I say, he's still recovering. And she takes that opportunity to kiss him. And tell him that she loves him. I don't know if he thinks of her in that way or if he just thinks of her like a little sister, which that would be great, because especially if his parents decide to adopt her, because we don't know who her parents are or anything, because she was left at the church. That would work out so well, to be completely honest with you. That would work out so well if Asya was to actually become his little sister, in a literal sense. But that's not my decision, that is the show's decision, whether they choose to go with that route or not. But apparently they're getting ready to plan a trip to Kyoto. What ends up happening on that trip, we will soon find out. Did I miss anything in this episode? I don't think I did. If I did, let me know. But I think that was the main stuff that happened. Because I think the next stuff happens in season 2. Anyway, like I said, if I'm missing anything, let me know, and I will see everybody next time.